I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. I am ready for a good ride. I'm psyched for today's ride. It's a good day, people. All right, so I'm on my Yasul. Listen, I can't imagine they're going to do this promo code forever, because number one, if you go to the Yasul website, the S1M is, I think it's $899, and it's on sale right now that is $499. They were kind enough to send one of these to me. They had no idea. They were sending it to the right guy because I use this thing. Anyhow, if you use promo code Johnny, you get $100 off. So I'm on my bike right now, and I am going to go to the app right now. Now, if I don't want to go to the app, I can just sit here and pedal and watch a video, or I'm still getting how fast I'm going and such. But I can like watch a video or whatever. But I'd like to, you know what we're going to do today? See if it's any different psychologically. Today, for Yasul, we're going to be going on a winter wonderland. All right, let's go to the scenic route. Go to the very bottom, and where is this? Winter Forest, it's called. Oh no, can't do that. It's only 30 minutes. I want to go 45. All right, so let's go to, I wonder if there's any place. Oh, I know I have not been. Uri, China. Actually, Western Sichuan. There we go. That's where I'm going. I got 45 minutes, and we are going. All right. Ah, beautiful. What a gorgeous day. It's so pretty. All right. I don't really have a goal of what I'm doing mileage-wise. I just do this, and we're going to talk. So every time I start this bike ride, in the beginning, I think in my head, I'm not going to jump in the pool after. And then there's always a part of when I'm riding where I've said to myself, yeah, I am. So right now I'm still at the point where I don't want to. For some reason, oh wow, there's 37 people riding here right now. How cool. All right, so I thought it'd be fun. I was gonna do a top 20. Thought it would be fun to do. It would be an interesting thing. So I don't really know where I got this list on. I thought about if you have a top 20 list, or you know, somebody made something they wanted me to talk about yesterday, and I forgot. I will do that. But if you have something you want me to cover during the ride, feel free to let me know. But what I'm going to talk about today is the top 20 one-hit wonders. And it's funny because music is a weird thing. This is something that every culture has it. And there's something magical about music in that everybody's had the experience where you hear a song, it takes you back to a place. Sometimes with me, it's powerful. I can smell things. Yeah, you can almost taste things. It's really music is powerful. So we're going to go over the top 20. I can't remember where I got this list. I agree with some of them I don't, and I'll explain why as we go. All right. It's a beautiful day here, as well as in China. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, number 20 on the list from the year 1983 is Thomas Dolby's "She Blinded Me with Science." That was a great song. Here's the funny thing. I would imagine with every one of these, you're going to have fans. Like you're going to have Thomas Dolby fans. I'll say, oh no, you had way more than that. There's a few like that in this list with me. But I'll give you the examples when we get to them. Not really with Thomas Dolby, but "Blinding Me with Science," 1983. Number 19, such a classic. I think I played it on the channel. Let me have a drink of water. Drinking my water today. This very cool lifeboat mug or thermos. All right, so number 19, Iron Butterfly, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. It's been spoofed on Family Guy. It's just legendary. What was really interesting about that song was, you have to understand how long that song was. It was a long song. It was 1963. It's a great song. All right. Number 18. Here's a good example of somebody who made this list of one-hit wonders. I can promise you, she was worth so much more than this one hit. Although this one hit really is good. Goes back to the year 1990. Nothing Compares to You. Sinead O'Connor. Pretty cool. It's a good song. The video, huh? All right, so we got 1990. I was a kid. Young man. She was something. I loved her to the very end. We lost her recently. She was a great artist. I remember, now I'm in China. The left of me is a mountain range covered with snow. Interesting. Now, I remember hearing a story by Sinead O'Connor before, obviously she was alive, but she said that in this interview that she never was going to perform Nothing Compares to You again live. And they asked her why. I respect her for it. What she said was, when I wrote the song, it's a very powerful song. It came from somewhere. That was an emotional song. And it meant something really heavy. She said when it gets to a point where you're just singing it and the words don't matter anymore, I gotta stop singing it. You know what I mean? You say things like you have somebody that you love. If you've been with them for a long time, you say to them, I love you. It means something. But the first time you looked at them and said, hey, I love you, it's a little different. I just passed the truck. All right, so Nothing Compares to You, Sinead O'Connor. 1984 is the next one. My freshman year in college. It was an anthem. Man, you heard it a lot. From Twisted Sister. We're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. I automatically pedal faster when I start singing. What is that about? Great song. Dee Snider. Here's the thing about Dee Snider. Very smart guy. They were censoring a bunch of stuff going through government about censorship of music. And Dee Snider showed up in Congress, testified. Guy is brilliant. If you see this, Dee, I'm a big fan. That right there is a greeting. Big fan. And a really fun song to play. I played that here on the channel. I think I did. Great solo, really fun melodic solo with a lot of tremolo. It's beautiful. All right. For number 16, we're gonna go back to 1980. The Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight. You know what's really funny? The reason I said music is powerful, I can say to you, ask you what, something happened, like a historical event, and you may not remember it. But there are certain songs, you're like, oh, remembers you of a time. You're like, oh, that was 1990. I remember because I was here. Music has I'm sure, as you've been listening to these, you've done that. You've heard songs that remind you, like 84, Twisted Sister, freshman year in college, man. It's pretty cool. All right, so moving on. Number 15. It's going to be Delight. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart. I have to pedal faster when I sing. Do you notice that? I don't know why that is. Man, if I sang the whole time, I'd be in trouble. I'd gas out early. 1990. Groove is in the heart. Boy, you heard that everywhere. This one is funny. You got to be old to know this one. I know this song. Going back to 1975. And, man, just it is what it is. I'm old. I'm still pedaling, though. But I remember it. You don't understand. Van McCoy, The Hustle. Now, The Hustle wasn't just a tune. It was a dance craze, man. It really was. Woo! The Hustle. Golly, huh? All right. The next one. Going back to 92. Sir Mix-a-Lot. Baby Got Back. I'll tell you a true story. I met my kid's mom. I've been married a couple times. You'll hear me talk about ex-wives. Those are ones I'm divorced from. They're ex-wives. You'll never hear me call my kid's mom my ex-wife, because I think it's disrespectful. So I refer to her, she's my kid's mom. We have a really good relationship. We have a better working relationship now than when we were married. However, when we first met, we were on a date once. Woo, the song came on. Yeah, I knew the song. But I didn't know that she would. She sang every single word to the entire song. I wanted to sing along with her. But I laughed my skull off. It was a good memory. You know what's funny? I think one of the way that men are like dogs and that women are like cats. Have you ever heard people say that? Like if you were to scold a dog harshly with a newspaper, the next day you go, it's because it'll come to you, you know what I mean? It's a dog, it's a guy. Scold a cat, hit a cat with a newspaper. You'll never touch the cat again. And I think maybe this is a mischaracterization, but I'd be willing to bet you if you spoke to my kid's mom and had her memories, it wouldn't be all positive. I can't even remember the bad stuff unless I really try to. I just have good memories. I remember the good stuff. I'm the dog. If I had a tail, it'd be wagging most of the time. I'm just that guy. But my kid's mom knew all the lyrics to Baby Got Back. I have some more water, people. I have my ES Power Drink on the way. I can't wait. I'd rather be drinking that than water. I'm upping my fluid intake, being that I'm in a desert and I'm exercising. Being in the desert, you gotta drink more water anyway. But exercising in the desert, 4 miles right now, 111 calories burned. Got to replenish that. And about 130 days ago, just over there, I had a bad case of dehydration and kind of died on the kitchen floor for a little bit. It was actually in the action of transitioning over, and my brother, who is trained paramedic saved me, and I'm here. Very thankful. I'm in a tunnel. I don't know where the tunnel came from because had my head down. I'm in a tunnel, people. All right. So, number 11 is going way back also. But some may remember it. A lot of you will. You Light Up My Life. That's a Debbie Boone classic. Boy, everything was different then. That's why you gotta love the rockers that were making rock back then. Still great stuff. Excuse me. Next on the list, Nina. 99 Luftballons. It's a great song from '84. Again, that was just one of those crazy tunes everywhere. You just heard it everywhere. Next one is Gerardo. 1991. Rico Suave. You remember that? You're hearing it in your head right now. The next one is really a great one. It's from 1985. You'll remember it. There was a hint. Aha. Take on me. Take on me. What a great song. Man, that was a song, man. When I was a freshman in college, due to my fraternity house, I owned a bar. And like we didn't, enough stuff happened in the fraternity house, we didn't need that, but it didn't hurt. So when we wore our shirts with our letters, the house letters, they let us in. Didn't have to wait in line. Got a lot of drinks slid to us for nothing. But man, I heard that song in that bar 1,000 times. A lot of these songs I did. Anything from the early 80s. Twisted Sister 1,000 times in that bar. It's crazy. All right. Next one is back in 1990. Great story about this guy. Wish I remembered his real. I should have Googled his real name. It's Vanilla Ice. You don't need me to tell you the name of that song. Ice, Ice Baby. Holy moly. If you haven't, I mean, I doubt anybody's, hey, look, maybe somebody's going to see this and go, huh? Vanilla Ice, Ice, Ice Baby, never heard of it. If you haven't, watch the video. It just keeps on giving. Great story about a rapper. Disagreement with him. Wanted him to sign a piece of paper. He didn't want to sign it. Apparently they held him by his feet over a balcony. All of a sudden he changed his mind. It's the story. At least that's what I hear anyway. Wow, I almost dropped my phone. Did I see that? I caught it with my arm. That would have been a bummer. All right, so where was I? Oh, Ice Ice Baby. Who let the dogs out? How about that for a big tune? Wasn't that crazy? And that would be the Baja Man. That was in the year 2000. See, I'm sure he's got fans that go, whatever, dude. He's got tons of hits. You know, there are examples of that. All right, so the next one is, this one bugged me. The video bugged me. The song bugged me. It all just kind of bugged me. Tony Basil. Hey, Mickey. 82. Boy, that was like a rash that wouldn't go away. 1991. Right said Fred. I'm too sexy. Not yet. I'm gonna get there though. All right. That was 1991. The next one is a classic from '83. Just great song. 6 miles, by the way, 163 calories burned, and about 28 minutes to go. No, it's not. The timing has stopped. It's because it fell. Oh, what a bummer. I'll just go for another. We'll go for another 20. Hey Siri, 20-minute countdown, please. That's where we've gotten to. She doesn't even say anything anymore. The other day I said something, I asked her to set an alarm, and she said, done. I'm not making it up. That's what she said. Done. So when my phone dropped, it jiggled the connection. So. Sorry about that. Now it's counting down again. Hey Siri, cancel that alarm.
I have turned off your alarms.
Thank you very much. She was nice there. But when I tell you that sometimes she said, she knew you were listening. The other day I asked her to set an alarm, and I swear to God, my mom even heard it. She goes, done. Anyhow, I was getting to it when I almost dropped my phone. 1983, a wicked big classic. Dexys Midnight Runners. Come on, Eileen. Great song. I think there was, wasn't it in Tommy Boy? I do believe it was. Great, wicked good movie. All right. So next, wait a minute. I could have sworn I wrote down. Did I miss it? I did. I thought I wrote it down. There were a couple. There were a couple of honorable mentions. I'll give it at the end. Next one was from '96. Soft Cell. Tainted Love. What a great song that is. Now I know I've got to forget her. That's a great song, man. Tainted Love. All right. The last one is from '96. We got two more. No, last one was from '96. Los Del Rio, Macarena. Again, another song that created a dance craze. But I'm sure there's lots of fans of these bands that would say, there's way more. Now, a couple honorable mention I want to give you. A great one from '83. And if you're young, you'll be like, yeah, I'm glad you said it. Musical Youth. You remember? I'll give you a second. 1983, Musical Youth. Pass the Ducci, baby. It was such a fun song. Verve, Bittersweet Symphony. I love it. I love that song. I really do. It's a great tune. It's one of those things you can just put on a loop and work out to and listen to. It's a great song. 97. But my favorite one-hit wonder of all time, if you've waited this far, I thank you. My favorite one-hit wonder of all time is Mungo Jerry, In the Summertime. I don't care what, listen. First of all, it was a great idea to write that song because the first day of summer, everywhere around the world, they play it. But it's such a fun song. Like, I could be in the midst of getting bad news. You put on In the Summertime, it's like, it's not that bad. It's a great song. I just had some crazy achievement. I can't see it. It's gotta be calories burned since I've begun, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna keep pedaling. So that's it. So what we're gonna do now is, since we're talking music, let's talk concerts. First of all, in the comment section, I want you to tell me what your favorite one-hit wonder was. I'm sure there's some that didn't make the list that you're thinking of. So if you got a favorite one-hit wonder, put it in the comment section. Now let's talk concerts. My very first concert it was in I don't even know what year it was. It may have been 80. Sorry. It was The Clash. And I saw them at Dartmouth College in Hanover, New Hampshire. And then it was my first. I dug The Clash, man, you know? Should I stay or should I go? It's a big song, you know? Rock the Casbah. Just a great band. That was my first concert. So, I was a kid though. I want you to know, I was a young kid. I was young. I was awesome. I remember it. It was crazy. It was just raw. And you know, I've got a chance to listen to live music and see 4 different decades, and there was just a rawness in music back then, you know, that you just don't get. Like there's some, listen, here's the deal. I love Motley Crue, okay? I'm a Crue fan. And I mean it, I really am. I was playing some Motley Crue this morning. The amp I've got, this new amp I've got, it's got a setting for Motley Crue. And when I tell you, it's just the tone. The tone, just immediate. So I was playing some Crue this morning. But, there's, you know, today when they go on tour, very little of what they're doing is live. It was actually played, the last tour they did. Mick Mars supposedly is the only one that played live, played every night. This is crazy, but you can Google it. I'm gonna make you wait while I have some beautiful H2O. There's a video, and there's all kinds of videos, seeing singers of all kinds of bands missing lyrics, saying the wrong lyrics, coming in at the wrong time, you know. But there is a video of Crue just coming out. You tss, tss, tss. Only Tommy Lee's behind the drum set, sitting down, not hitting the hi-hat. And then he comes in. Even the drums are dubbed. Here's what people don't realize. Big stadium tours, you can't do live. Today, the way everything is there's some sort of, listen, if you took the laptop away, I wonder how many bands would we really be playing well. You know what I mean? Just some amps, bass, some drums, and a microphone. A couple microphones. How many are really making good music now? Or how many need that computer, you know? I'm not knocking it. Really not. I'm a lover of music. I'm going to do a video about this Positive Grid. I've got a couple of amps from them. Excuse me. They're worthy of showing you. It's called I have the Positive Grid Mini, which is it looks like a cube. It's small, 10 watt. Charge it. Can play 8 hours on a charge. But if you look at it, very few knobs. You're like, how's that an amp? You go to the app, which is free. And there you have access to everything. Just everything. Like, I mean, I hit the Crue, Motley Crue. It's like they captured the exact tone. I can't play like Mick Mars. I just can't. But boy, I got the tone he's got. I have a Jimi Hendrix tone. And for Purple Haze, if you listen to the tone, I can play the song. I play it on the channel here. But now when I play it, even though I don't play it so well, it sounds a whole lot better with that sound. But you can, so like if you pull up you can pick different rock categories. From jazz, alternative, metal, rock, country, blues. And when you click on it, you're given an amp and a bunch of different effects. Click on the amp and you scroll through, you'll have just everything. Click on it's got a certain stomp box or foot pedal. Like you got a distortion box, double click it, and scroll down, you get just all of them. Fuzz box, distortion pedal, delay, flanger, chorus, all of them. And I mean, here's the great thing. You can dial in and change it. But like for instance, the crew setting, I didn't really change anything. On the fuzz setting for the Jimi Hendrix, I made a few modifications with one of the boxes, foot pedals. It's got more the way I liked it, but I'm telling you, if you're somebody who likes tone matters, like shaping tones, you can pick any tone there is. I mean, you can just have hours of fun going through the catalog of what they got there. It's obscene. But if you're somebody who wants to, there's a USB, so it has an interface with the computer. You can like literally record with this thing. But anyway, that's the Positive Grid 10. And I'm gonna do a video and show you guys. But a few new toys this week for the guitar. That's one of them. Another one I got, a toy was, I can't remember the name now that I'm sitting here, but it's a wireless system. I'm thinking to myself, why didn't I buy this a long time ago? You want to have fun? Have a amp that's any amp you want that sounds unbelievable and no cord. Holy moly. So anyway, the wireless system works flawlessly. It's incredible. 4 different channels, but it just works flawlessly. Unbelievable. So, I also got a Positive Grid Spark Go, it's called. It is about a little bit bigger than this. I don't know how many amps it's got. All I know is it has the exact same, it's the exact same thing as the Mini, the 10-watt little cube I told you about, which you couldn't play an auditorium, but you could play a very small venue, you'd be able to play it probably. If you're a street performer, you could be able to kill it with this thing. The sound comes from everywhere. It's just really fills, if you're in a room, it fills the room. If you're outside, it'll blow you away. But the Spark Go is just a hair bigger in dimensions this way than my phone. It's a lot thicker that way. But it works flawlessly. And I'm a guy that travels a lot for the channel. On Super Hot, on Super Hot we filmed in 8 different states in a real short period of time. I was on a plane constantly. I didn't take my guitar with me because an amp's kind of a drag. I have a small, what do they call it? It's kind of a knockoff of the old Rockman from Tom Schultz from the 80s. It's called a Metal Box or a Metal Rockman or Metal Man or something. But this amp, this Spark Go, again, it's wireless, Bluetooth, USB, you can plug it into the computer as an interface, but the thing is 8 hours of work on a charge. And look, here's the deal. If you get that little teeny Spark, the Spark Go, the teeny one, and I'm going to show you guys when I do a video for the guitar people. I've seen some people review them where they're disappointed. If you're expecting that to fill a hall and be able to play a venue, come on. For what it is, it's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. I'm pretty excited to show you guys for the guitar people that are interested in it. I mean, look, there are a lot of people that aren't going to be into it. You're an old guy like me, to be able to scroll through and say, oh, I like that. Like the blues. When I tell you that you pick a blues sound, And it's just perfect. The tones are perfect. And it's just, if you're somebody who likes to shape tones and create your own sound, like, it's funny, I have a Vox VT40X. It's a modeling amp, but it's got a tube as well. And it's 40 watts, it's booming. I mean, I can, like, I play out here and cranked, and I've never had a neighbor gripe about it, which is insane because I know it's weird. There are houses, as a crow flies, it's probably 500 yards away. And when someone's on their porch at night talking, I can hear them, which makes me think people all over the place can hear me talking to you guys right now. But the Vox I have, it's huge. It's, you know, it's a big amp. And this little Spark Mini by Positive Grid changed the game for me. There is a feature on this thing called Jam Along. You start playing along, it figures it out, and gives you some accompaniment, gives you a bass and a drummer. Excuse me? What? It takes, here's the thing, man. There are some people are going to say it doesn't fit for it. But I'm telling you, how many bedroom players like me, or people that travel a lot, that want to be able to play? Now, you got to have a guitar, it's easier to travel with. Traveling with a guitar is a drag. I've got 2 guitars that can fit in an overhead compartment on a plane. My Strandberg and my GOC. They're virtually the same dimensions. And I've only traveled one time on a plane with my Strandberg. And it's scary. Because if stuff shifts inside the compartment, it can, you know, it's terrifying. On one of the flights, I sweat my, hang on. On one of the flights, it was a Southwest. So when you get on, you just pick whatever seat, right? So I got on, I'm carrying the guitar in my backpack, and I said to the flight attendant, I said, listen, I got a kind of expensive guitar in the back here, and I'm kind of worried about putting it in a bin and having something fall on it. She goes, put it in this bin right here and just shut it. And it was empty. She goes, everybody's going to think it's full. No one will touch it. I said, thank you. So I put my guitar in this overhead compartment and shut it. Well, what she said was, it's not a full flight. It won't be a problem. Put it in there and shut it. Everybody will think it's full. You won't have a problem. So I put it in there and shut it. No one touched it. And it was all cool until the end of the flight. My phone's overheating. I'm gonna go a little bit longer. My phone's overheating or something. But when we got to the end of the flight, when we got off, I opened the bin. By that time, a bunch of people are standing, you know, and their bins are all full. And I opened the bin where my guitar is, and all that's in there is my guitar, and I got a couple dirty eyes. Stink eye? Like, who do you think you are? I'm like, I am nobody. Promise you that. I mean, I don't know if there's a problem. I don't know how long I've been going. It says I have 10 more minutes to go, so I'm gonna go 10 more minutes. Maybe I just went through that list faster than I thought. So let's talk more about concerts. So I want to know what your first concert was. I want to know what your favorite concert was. I got 2 that come to mind. I'm not sure which. 3 that come to mind, and I'm not sure which one would be first. One was, I saw Pink Floyd on the Momentary Lapse of Reason tour. I had great seats, and I saw them at the Olympic Stadium in Canada. I think it held 77,000 people, which means that if every person that was on the bus wanted to go, they couldn't make it. We wouldn't all fit. It's mind-boggling to think about. But it was an amazing concert. Obviously no warm-up band. It was just Pink Floyd. And they played for 3 hours and 40 minutes. Here's the crazy thing. They played for like 2.5 hours. And they left. And I mean, everybody was screaming for an encore. Back then, for you young people, people used to hold up lighters. Oh, a cigarette lighter. If it was during a song, it meant approval. If it was after they walked off, it meant we want more. Maybe we're stomping, screaming. People were leaving. Lots of people were leaving. So we started to leave, and I bet you a third of the place left. This girl grabbed me by the shirt as we were leaving. Her pupils were that big. See, I told her to forget the alarm. Nice for her to listen to me, isn't it? Anyhow, see, we have a bad relationship, me and her. Anyway, she grabbed me by the shirt and she said, if we all chant as one, they'll come back. And I got her hands off me, and I went, my hand hit the door. And I heard people screaming. And I turned around, and they came back on and played every single part of Shine On You Crazy Diamond. It was an amazing, mind-boggling concert. That was one of the best. Another one that was really spectacular, me, Tommy, and my buddy Douglas saw. It's the weirdest setup. It's the weirdest. How about this for a lineup? It's 2 bands, warm up and then the main band. How about this for a warm up band? Frank Zappa. And he warmed up for Motorhead. And when I tell you it was a small venue, I'm telling you there might have been 1,000 people at this place. It was teeny. And if you didn't like Zappa, you had to like Zappa to like this, because it was this eclectic, cinematic, opera style, orchestra. I loved it. But how about that combo, huh? And Motorhead came out, and by the end of the song, by the end of their set, the last song, and it wasn't like this at the beginning. The amps were fine at the beginning. At the end, they were shredded, and there was covering blowing with the beat, like it shredded the cloth or something. Probably effect that they did. I don't know. It was just I've never seen that happen before, and it was amazing. And that was a great concert. It was my hometown, so it was a 5-minute ride home. But man, was that a show. My ears rang for 3 days from that. I'm not even joking you, for 3 days. I said for 3 days that my ears rang. And the other concert, that would be like, and that would be hard to pick. It was a birthday present to me from Tommy. And he got front row tickets to the Eagles, the Hell Freezes Over tour on my birthday. And Melissa Etheridge warmed him up. I love Melissa Etheridge. I'm a big Melissa Etheridge fan. The first song she sang was Come Through My Window. And it was outside in Texas. It was just, she played for, honest to God, she played for like an hour and a half. It was just a full show, essentially, from Melissa Etheridge. It was beautiful. And she comes off, and the Eagles came on. And this show was hot, beautiful day in Texas. And they opened with Hotel California. Now, maybe for some people that doesn't matter. But I looked at my brother, I was just like, I know he's thinking the same thing I was thinking. I mean, like any other band in the world would save that for the encore, right? Hotel California, you want to talk about setting the tone, they opened with it. Oh my God, it's just, they played, I don't know how long they played. I sort of lost track of time. But they did all of their solo stuff, all of Glenn Fry's solo stuff, all of them. It was just the last song. Joe Walsh came out. I mean, they did all Joe stuff. It was just Don Henley, just amazing. Anyway, the last song was Joe Walsh. He came out and he was wearing this styrofoam hat, a cowboy hat, and man, it must have been 25 feet tall. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not trying to be funny. It made him look like Yosemite Sam in the cartoons where he's this big but the hat's that big. I'm not even playing. It was huge. And he came out, I told this in videos before, but he said, just wanted to thank God for a second, for music. Because if it wasn't for music, what would a bum like me do? And he played instrumental by himself of Amazing Grace. And I knew, that's a song I play. I love playing that song. So it was a great way to play. It's a fun song to play on guitar. He played it like no other, but first note, 2 notes in. I looked at my brother, he looked at me, I got goosebumps, man. It was amazing. And that was the last song. I am almost done here, you guys. I think that threw me off when the phone almost dropped, and I think I'm overheating. But I'm gonna stop now. And I'm not gonna jump in the pool today. Whatever, you know I'm gonna. So, for all you guys who stayed and watched, thank you. If you're still watching, thank you even more. Your homework is to tell me your favorite. I'm about to be freezing all over, isn't that wild? Because I'm overheating right now, everything is. My radiator's going, man, we're hot. I'm about to go from overheating to 55 degrees in 1 second. But, taking my clothes off, I'm going in nude this time. I'm taking everything off. You won't be able to see me, I promise. I'll go in over here. I didn't go nude, I was just kidding you. So, your homework is to, it feels so good. Your homework, settle down, I'm almost done. Your homework is to give me your favorite one-hit wonder, your first concert, okay, and your favorite concert. Let me know what they are in the comment section. For all of you that got bikes in there, or just walking upstairs more, moving around more, I see you. I see you. Keep trying. We got this. My goal is that by my birthday, I'm ripped like I was when I started my channel. I'm becoming a stronger animal. All right, in the description box, you're gonna see Yasul. Take advantage of this. I promise you, they're not gonna let this keep going on. I mean, I can't see them making money selling these for $3.99, but if you use the promo code Johnny, like Tracy did and a bunch of others, it works, and you'll save $100, and they'll send you a great bike. If you want to spend a whole lot more on a Peloton or a NordicTrack, save your money. Get a Yasul, use the promo code. Right here, you're gonna see Johnny Jr., my son. He's a good kid. He's got a pepper channel. So if you're a chili head, check him out. He's chip off the old blockhead. Right here, it's Tommy Scoble, my brother. Right here, all the challenges I've ever done. Right here, Pepperology for all you new guys. Thank you for watching. I'm Johnny Scoble, and this was Chase the Heat.